We're making kvass, the fermented Soviet drink that makes Coca-Cola look like a crybaby. Here we go. Water. Clean, drinkable water from natural mountain springs, or just your local community well. Borodinsky bread. Optional but extremely necessary. A famous bread which I have a video for. Link at the end of this video. But if you can find it in a shop, just buy the inedible brick version, like this. Black strap-on molasses. Same but slightly different to susla, or malt extract, seen here. Both does the job well. Regular granulated sugar mummy for sweetie and yeast foodie. Honey, the fermentation fire starter because of the low-hanging glucose, which yeast loves. Here we use dry instant yeast, but you can sub it for fresh. No biggie, amount below. And that's it. Let's quickly chat equipment. You need a fermentation bucket or anything else non-corrosive that can be closed tightly. Links below for the kind of stuff I use. If you're broke, then get creative. Very important, your stuff needs to be sanitized. That includes your hands and surfaces. Bottle options are plenty. I like using these soft plastic ones instead of swing tops. Sorry, Greta, but we'll use both to demonstrate. I prefer the plastic because when they carbonate, you can tell and let out a bit of gas. With glass, it's a guessing game, running the risk of causing an unlikely explosion that may or may not accidentally cut your time with us short. If you insist on glass, make sure you get good quality bottles. This is actually an old beer bottle, so there you go. Money saved, planet saved. Yeah! Let's make it. Slice the bread into however thick you want it. Use 1 centimeter as a guide if you find it challenging making simple, trivial choices with unimportant outcomes. Get a pan and stick it on the stove. Turn it on medium-high. Then toast the bread in the dry pan. Flip it a few times, making sure you get a good hard, toasty roasty on that. Set aside and let it cool. Bring about a liter of water to the boil. We need to dissolve the sugar. Pour the sugar into a jar or whatever suitable. Add the boiling water. Then give it a good stir until the sugar is dissolved. While you add it, add the strap-on molasses, followed by the honey, or in whatever order you want. Stir the whole thing together until dissolved. Pour this mix into the fermentation bucket. Then add the rest of the holy water you extorted from the local priest. Make sure this mix is about blood temperature before you add the yeast. The bread finally goes in, and you give the whole thing a final stir. Close the bucket tightly with a lid. Make a little label to indicate the starting date, whenever that may be.
He didn't draw a dick?
Stick it on, and if you want, stick an airlock on too. That's just a little thing like this that lets the gas buildup escape. You could just manually let it out once a day instead. Leave this bucket at room temperature for about 3 to 4 days. Test it with a clean spoon daily to monitor the progress. When ready, it will be way less sweet, slightly fizzy and very much taste of dark beer.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
When you're happy with the flavor, we strain the mix through a sieve. Don't just remove the bread. Some bits we've broken off and floats around down there. They all float down there. So strain it. Grab your bottles and the funnel. Then fill them up, leaving plenty of room at the top. This is so they can carbonate properly without exploding. Raisins. These are optional, but I like popping them in there, as well as fresh ginger. For the ginger, just wash it and slice it into thin little strips like so. No need to peel it. 2 to 3 raisins goes in, followed by a strip of ginger. Close the bottles up tightly. Label it any way you like or make your own design. Or, at minimum, stick a date on it. As promised, I pop it into glass and plastic alike, risking at a maximum my life for you, or at a minimum a delicious fizzy facial, which could turn into a bukkake if not stored properly. Carbonate the kvass by leaving at room temp for 1 to 2 days. Once carbonated, move it to the fridge and chill for 12 hours before carefully opening. Hup! Here we have a live one, and the bottle also plays a role. Watch the difference. See, this one is well behaved. Such is life with homebrewed concoctions. For those of you fermentation enthusiasts out there, this is a refractometer measuring the sugar level in bricks. Because of the sharp edges, I advise sticking with the intended purpose. Drop a bit of kvass on the mirror, then hold it up to the light like a kaleidoscope. If you measured this at the start, it would sit at around 12 to 13. When ready, it'll be around 7, meaning the yeast consumed a lot of the sugar, and the drink is now well balanced. Anyway, na zdarovia, chuvak. A big sip. Let it wash around in your mouth hole. Then go on a little flavor ride. And do what we all do. Some whenever, and some when no one is looking. Just let it go. Let it go. And that's how you make real kvass. Don't want to see any of this dirty poopy water stuff. It's not real, man. It should only look like this, and to make the real deal, you need Borodinsky bread. If you can't buy it, this video will show you how to make it. Thanks for watching, until next time, love you long time, bye bye.